Good morning, grade 3. How are you all? I hope you guys are keeping yourself in good health. As you know very well that for the sustainability of education system, we guys have introduced online classes, and this is going to be your second online lecture of final term, right? Previously, I have delivered lecture on the topic trade, and this is the subtopic, and we will discuss in this topic about the importance of import and export, and we'll also discuss some major imports and exports of Pakistan. But guys, you have to keep one thing in your mind that these are very crucial days and these are very important days because we cannot put your education on stake. Okay, so for this sake, I want your cooperation. I want you to cooperate with us and to attend all online lectures and play these videos and listen these videos till end because lots of important information is hidden inside them. When you will play the video and when you will listen all lecture till end, you guys will get idea about many important points. Okay, so without wasting much time, let's get started. Your seat belts because we are going to start our second lecture. Well, guys, in the overview of lecture number 2, I want to tell you that in our today's lecture, we will discuss about major imports and exports of Pakistan. We'll also talk about that why it is important to keep strong balance between import and exports, and how imports and exports are important for the economy of any country. Okay, before we start our today's lecture, I want to tell you that in previous lecture I have told you about trade. Do you remember? Recall the previous lecture. I have told you that trade means buying and selling of goods and services. In short, you can say that trade is exchange of goods and services. Because guys, no country in this world can produce all the things it needs. That's why countries depend on each other. I have told you that there are two types of trade: international trade and domestic trade, right? International or foreign trade, which we do with other countries, and domestic trade is a trade which we do within a country. But there are also some certain type of international trade, and in our today's lecture we will discuss the types of international trade, which are imports and exports. So let's move towards our next slide. Students, let's discuss the expected learning outcomes. At the end of this lecture, you guys will be able to know about imports and exports, and you guys definitely will be able to know about the major imports and exports of Pakistan. I will tell you that why it is important to keep balance between imports and exports and why it is important to trade with other countries. Okay, so let's get started. Well, grade 3, let me tell you one thing that goods move among the countries in two ways, and these two ways are called imports and exports, right? So let's discuss import. The word import is derived from the conceptual meaning as to bring the goods and services into the port of country, and guys, the buyer of such goods and services are called importers. And you can say that goods that we buy from other countries are called imports. Understand? So let's revise the definition. Goods which we buy from other countries, they are called imports of any country. And guys, sometimes because as I told you that no country in this world can make everything they need. Countries depend on each other for goods and services, right? So guys, trade means buying and selling of goods and services, or you can say exchange of goods and services. So we exchange goods and services with the other countries because we need money. It's not always for the need, or you can say that it's we don't exchange goods all the time because we want other goods. Sometimes we exchange goods with other countries because we need money, and as you know very well that money is very important for fulfilling the different demands and the needs of any person or any country, right? So imports mean when we buy goods from other countries, when we compel them to come to our port. Okay, this is called import. And guys, it is very important for any country to keep strong balance between import and exports of Pakistan. Okay, so let's discuss that what are some major imports of Pakistan. Well, guys, Pakistan imports many goods from other countries because Pakistan is not an industrial country. Pakistan is an agricultural country. Okay, we are very good in making good rice or growing some good crops, vegetable and fruits, but we are not very good in making machineries and some other things. Okay, so you all are requested to please open your page number 52 because inside that you can see the pictures and the different graphics of some major imports of Pakistan. Well, guys, we import machinery, cosmetic, iron and steel, chemicals, edible oil, vehicles, wheat, tea, fertilizers, and some other precious stones as well. So all the things which are listed right now on your screen, these are the things which we import from other countries. Do you remember what is the meaning of import? What I told you, guys, when we goods that we buy from other countries, they are called imports. They are called imports. So here on the slide there is a list of imports, and I want you all to please learn the imports of Pakistan. Okay, so certain things are mentioned over there. And guys, Pakistan also import vehicles from other countries and some major machinery parts and some major machines as well. Okay, because we are not very good in making machines and making cars and some other stuff as well. So you can see that right now you all have geometry boxes, you all have toys, you all have different things. All these things are imported from other countries to our country. For example, right now I'm using mobile phone. This mobile phone is imported. Imported mean I bought this mobile phone from other country, right? And guys, right now I have many things which are surrounded by, I'm surrounded by many other things which are imported. Okay, for example, my geometry box, this, furniture, this carpet. There are many things which I import which we import from other countries. Okay, so guys, remember that it is very important to keep strong balance between import and exports. Okay. Well, guys, let's talk about our second type of international trade. Well, guys, our second type of international trade is called export. As you know that it is very important to keep strong balance between import and exports. Previously, we have discussed about imports of Pakistan. Imports mean the things or goods which you buy from other countries. And now we are going to talk about export. Guys, export means the goods that we sell to other countries. For example, we sell cloths and some surgical instruments, leather goods, handmade carpets and some cutlery stuff, rice and handicraft and some sports goods as well. Okay, so exports are goods that we sell to other countries. Okay, they are called export. Well, guys, the word export is derived from the conceptual meaning as to send goods or services to any other country for sale. And guys, the seller of such good things, or you can say that the seller of goods and services, are called exporters. Okay, the person who sell goods to other countries, they are called exporters. Okay, for example, if any person who buy goods from other countries, that person will call importer, and the person who sell goods to other countries, that person will call exporter. Okay, remember one thing that is very important for you all, that exports are the goods and services produced in one country and purchased by the citizen of other countries, right? So it doesn't matter how these goods are and services are they are made inside by any domestic person, domestic by trader, or they are made at the major level. Okay, so remember one thing, that Pakistan main exports are rice, cotton, fruit and some sports goods, right? So these are, you can say that, very important exports of Pakistan, because any country economy depends on exports, not on imports. This is something which you have to keep in your mind, because imports mean when you spend money on buying things. Export mean when you get money after selling your stuff, right? So I think you all are enough sensible to sense that why it is important to increase the exports of any country instead of imports, right? So remember one thing, guys, every country tries to limit their needs and import minimum goods from other countries. Okay, it is a need or a try of every country that they buy less things from other countries, and they try to make maximum things inside their country, and the things which are out of their demand and out of their limits, they send them to other countries and they get money in return. Okay, the money which they get, that is called foreign exchange, right? And guys, on the other hand, we try to sell our manufactured goods to other countries in maximum quantity to earn foreign exchange. Right now, there's a list of things which we sell to other countries. That is a raw cotton, textile products, cotton, rice, leather goods, some surgical products, and some good, some sports goods, ready-made garments, vegetable, fish, fruit, some engineering goods, and some chemicals as well, right? So that's how any country can make development, right? When they increase their exports instead of imports, right? This is which you all have to keep in your mind. Well, guys, Germany, Japan, France, and UK control almost half of the imports, half of the international trade. And China ranked as number one in exporting different goods and products to different countries. Right now, just check it out. You are sitting in your bedroom, while listening this lecture. You're sitting inside your study room. There will be almost 60% things which we have imported from China. Okay, and guys, which we bought from China. You can say that, for example, I have given you example of my mobile phone cover, geometry box, these copies, registers, some toys which are inside my room. Though my car which is in my garage, that is also imported from other country, that is imported from Japan. Okay, so you can say that a developed country will try to increase its exports, not imports, right? So guys, it is very important to keep strong balance between import and export. You know what, the word import is derived from the word conceptual meaning of buying goods from other countries, and the word export is derived from the word which conceptual meaning is to send goods to other countries. So it is very important to keep safe, you can say that, our strong balance between imports and export. If you will keep on buying things from other countries and will not sell other or manufactured things to other countries, how we will earn money? Okay, for example, you have 1,000 rupees, okay, and you buy all 1,000 rupee on buying different toys of which we have imported from China. So what you will do, you will have nothing to exchange with other countries because you're not making anything inside your own country. So remember, Pakistan is an agricultural country. We are not an industrial country. Okay, so we have to keep ourselves strong. We have to build industries. We have to educate our people. We have to send our services to other countries. That's how we can earn foreign exchange. Right, so girls and guys, let's move towards our recall or recap of lecture. Well, in the first slide, where you can see that there is no balance between imports and export. That's how any country can get into a downfall. When we always import the goods from other countries and we don't sell our things to other countries, that's how we guys cannot make progress. Okay, if you want to make progress, we have to sell our goods to other countries, and in exchange what we have to do? In exchange, we can buy, we can sell our goods to other countries, and then we can buy whatever we want when we have foreign exchange. And guys, exports are very important for the development of any country. This is something which you have to keep in your mind. Okay, and guys, ports are the places from where we can ship all our things to other countries. Okay, so for example, do you know airports? through we can the airport, the air traffic, the traffic or transport can be seen on the airports. Okay, same like that, on the seaports, all the ships and the cargoes and all the big tanks and oil tanks can be seen. Okay, so all the major import and export is done on the ports, right? So Pakistan have very good ports, Gwadar port and Muhammad bin Qasim port. These ports are very important for the shipment of goods and services. Let's discuss about the assignment of lecture number 2. Girls and guys, it is very important for you to do this assignment carefully, because assignment is the key of the lecture and assignment is the key of your success. First of all, you have to tell that why exports are important for the development of any country, why it is important to export the things. And the last question is, what are the major imports and exports of Pakistan? I have mentioned on the slides, on which some major imports and exports are mentioned. I have inserted some slides in the lecture. You can copy those, you can take the screenshot from the lecture and you can learn them, right? So let's move towards the last slide. Well, champions, as you know that these are corona days, these are very crucial days, or countries on the edge of darkness. Okay, if you will not take care of yourself, if you will not wear a mask, the picture which you can see right now on your screen, that picture could be your and mine as well, if you will not wear mask. So keep on taking care of yourself, don't stay outside, don't go outside, and make sure don't go for outdoor activities and try to eat inside. Don't go for parties, don't go for dinner and lunch from outside, as I have stopped from 3 to 4 days. So take care of yourself and remember one thing: do whatever you want to do. Please do not trouble your teachers, mother and your tuition teachers, right? And please listen these online lectures because they are very important for the preparation of your December test and final exams. Allah Hafiz. I will see you in next lecture.